Game 5 in the Western Conference semifinals.
Here comes Game 5 of the... Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Miller is out there with Rudy Gobert.
Well, there's height and reach to the advantage of Rudy Gobert. Just gets up and over the top of guys.
Here's Christie. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Pass to Miller. To the paint. And the layup is good off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Blocked!
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
Here's Prosper. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Lively. And stolen by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Oh, got that one quick. 5 points in the game.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Hardy, pass to Christie. On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Gobert. And rejected. And here's the fast break. The 3. Dallas, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards looking for an opening. 4-3. Lively grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's Thompson for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 5. And here's Edwards. Miller outside. Pass to Gobert. That shot off. Gobert's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Prosper, guarded by Miller. To 3, Hardy. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Stolen by Thompson. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Miller. Outside Edwards. Rebounded by Prosper.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Hardy, pass to Thompson. Here's Prosper. Thompson outside. Drains the triple.
The speed with which Klay Thompson gets to his shooting motion off the catch makes him as dangerous as anyone.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. And the Mavericks with possession here. 4-point game. Here's Hardy. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. Oh, and that one, no question possession. Powered it down.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Here's Thompson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, he does a lot of his work on the interior, more than people realize. Klay Thompson gets those calls because of his willingness to put himself in tough spots.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Gobert. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
For 3, Hardy. Offensive rebound. Pass to Prosper. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves lead by 6. The kick out to Edwards. Launches it. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Hardy's shot is good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The kick out to Conley. Right side McDaniels. Launches a 3. Can't hit that one. Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Toure. Back to Thompson. It's tipped. Lets it go from 14. Mavericks with the rebound. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know the effort level has...
Oh, my God! Look out below!
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
There is so much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Hardy. He's got 5. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. That shot is off. McDaniels with some nice D. It's Edwards on the wing. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 5 rebounds in the game. Marshall passes to Thompson. Now here's Lively. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Yeah, great concentration by Lively, willing that one home.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Washington comes in for Prosper, and it's Matthews in for Hardy. Conley against Washington. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Martin comes in for Matthews. Washington outside. And there's the rejection. They recover it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson, no good.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Pass to Minot. The three is up. Washington grabs the miss.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Out to Thompson. Puts up a deep three. Minot pulls it in.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Marshall passes to Thompson. Fires in the triple. Thompson's got 8.
This guy is on the short list of the all-time great three-point shooters. Klay Thompson's stroke is flawless.
Winslow with the ball. He's against Martin. Back to Conley. Outside Winslow. Beyond the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Now here's Thompson. Defense right on him. Martin with the ball. Winslow picks him up. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Daniel Gafford on top. Christie's checked in for Thompson. Oh, they get a hand on it. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Winslow. And it's Martin with the rebound.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Washington passes to Martin. Back to Washington. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Winslow. Minnesota's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Down low. The kick out to Conley. Minnesota again missing. Here's Dallas now. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Marshall. He's guarded by Conley. Washington outside. Back to Marshall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves ahead, up 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then there's Caleb Martin. And it's Christie in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Winslow. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Winslow's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Christie. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller. Martin outside. Pass to Washington. 6 on the shot clock. Martin, the pass to Marshall. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Washington outside. Blocked again! And now the T-Wolves on the break. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Christie passes to Marshall. Here's Christie. Fires the three. The shot off that time.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Back to Winslow. Pass to Minot. And here's Conley. Outside Winslow. DiVincenzo on the wing. Misses the three. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Marshall. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Pass to Minot. Jacks up with 3. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the wing on the left. Let's go with a 3. The shot misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Miller. Here's DiVincenzo, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Both free throws good from DiVincenzo. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Marshall passes to Gafford. Ooh, poked away. Shot clock at 6. He shoots. Marshall with the bucket.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside Conley. Outside Winslow. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Conley. Here's Winslow. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Christie. DiVincenzo covering. Christie's shot is off.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Martin with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. DiVincenzo against Gafford. To the right side. Christie passes to Washington. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Conley. Fires from deep. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Gafford. Matthews comes in for Washington. And Prosper subbed in for Martin. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Minot. Powell against Gobert. Powell passes to Marshall. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Minnesota on D. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Matthews. Drops in the 3.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Conley passes to Edwards. Knocks it loose. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Pass to Christie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. That free throw misses.
Christie, 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Minnesota has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. DiVincenzo pass to Winslow. Now Edwards. 6 points for him. Inside. Gobert. Wow! Rudy! Fancy!
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Christie. He's got 6. Poked loose. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist by Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. Powell against Gobert. Here's Marshall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Justice Winslow. The first trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Gobert. Gobert hammers it home.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. First trip to the line for him here. He misses the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
Outside Conley. Picked by Gobert. Conley goes in. Pass to Gobert. Out to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Second chance shot. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Prosper's got 4 rebounds in the game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 4. Now Edwards. Three-pointer. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Edwards has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So both teams changing it up here. So it's the Mavericks now. Here's Toure. Still without a bucket. Out to the wing. Here's Prosper. Again, the miss by Dallas. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Prosper. And the basket is good. Prosper's got 7.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
He's off on the second. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Toure. Pass to Hardy. Gobert against Lively. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Prosper. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Pass to Hardy. Thompson against McDaniels. Fast break, Minnesota. Oh, it's Edwards all the way.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
Prosper misses. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. The 3 ball. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, Thompson, the long-range triple.
I don't think there's any such thing as too deep a shot for Klay Thompson. His range extends way beyond that strike.
Pass to Edwards. Rebounded by Prosper. Prosper's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Hardy. 36 seconds left in the second. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Much more efficient this quarter. Feeling more and more confident.
Yes, it's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Pass to Prosper. Here's Hardy. 12 seconds left in the first half. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. 7 seconds left to play in the first half. McDaniels finds Miller. Thompson with a steal. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The 3, Hardy. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half now in the books. The T-Wolves on top, up 6. And we'll see you back here after the break. 3rd quarter action in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Hello, everybody.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion come from inside. They're going right at the defense. I like the
Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now.
Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Miller. And he sinks the second. The Timberwolves lead by 5. It's Edwards on the wing. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 35% from the floor. Christie passes to Hardy. And here is Thompson over McDaniels. Thompson, no good. It's Edwards on the wing. Edwards, so good inside.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Down low. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here's the fast break. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Knocked loose. And they're running. Here's Hardy. Oh! And he double clutches and throws it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Nice shot by Christie.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The three is up. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 11.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Hardy. 10 points for him. Pass to Prosper. Out to Thompson. This one for three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. He's gone 3 of 4 from the line.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Anthony Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Minnesota leading by 9. McDaniels from long range. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Hardy going inside. Oh, he cranks it down right on Anthony Edwards. Goodness.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. For three. McDaniels can't hit.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And here's Thompson for three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Hardy. And Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing to the middle. Miller, the pass to Gobert. Floats one up, and he takes it up and lays it in. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
That's a smart pass from Jaden McDaniels. Just finds a teammate operating with a little space.
Pass to Christie. With the drive. Dallas, no good that time either.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Now here's Edwards. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Prosper. The Mavericks have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Thompson passes to Hardy. Out to Thompson. Pass to Hardy. Shot clock at 6. Here's Christie into the lane.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Here's Gobert.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Outside Edwards from deep. Edwards on target.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And it's good for 2. Thompson's got 16 points.
Well, you love that exploiting of a window of opportunity. Klay Thompson thought of as a shooter. Guess what? I could put it on the deck as well.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Marshall comes in for Hardy. Wenslow's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Anthony Edwards.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Outside Conley. Back to Gobert. Pass to Miller.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Off the inbound pass. The Mavericks pull it in. Now here's Gafford. No points yet. Here's Christie. Here's Prosper. Pass to Thompson. He can't get that one to fall.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Here's Gafford. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Gobert with it. Outside Conley. Gobert against Gafford. Now here's Gobert. He's closely guarded. Miller. And the three off target. Mavericks trail by 10. Inside. And stolen by Gobert. On the break. Here's Miller. Uses the glass on the layup. Miller's got 6 points. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Thompson, no good.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Miller finds Conley. Back to Miller. Here's the three. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The three from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So for Dallas, Washington's checked in for Prosper. And it's Martin in for Christie. Minot's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for Miller. Pass to Minot from 6 feet away. Chalk up 2 there. Minot's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
Washington's shot is good. And it's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. DiVincenzo pass to Winslow. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Martin.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Oh, a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Pass to Conley. Back to Winslow. The three. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Martin. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both shots. And there's 1:38 left in the 3rd quarter. Out left to the wing. Outside Conley.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw drops for Conley.
Mike Conley, probably one of the most respected players in the league, and I don't see this guy stopping anytime soon. He brings great effort every single night, plays with a team-minded selflessness, is a big shot maker. This guy has had such a solid, probably underrated career.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Pass to Minot. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Winslow. And Gafford with the block.
Do not go up soft against Daniel Gafford. He will send it right back at you.
On the wing, Thompson. DiVincenzo covering. Marshall passes to Martin. On the wing, Thompson. And it's off from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Conley. Pass to Winslow. Back to Conley. Outside, DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota. Mavericks trail by 13. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Thompson for three. Rebounded by Winslow.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
That one falls. Gafford's got 6 in the quarter.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the Timberwolves making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Matthews. Here's Martin. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. That one misses. And he ends up missing both free throws. It doesn't go for him. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He's been lighting it up tonight. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is Mike.
We're not talking to each other.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Matthews in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times. And that's after no turnovers in the first half.
Pass to Marshall. Now Washington. Gafford with the ball. Covered by Jordan. Gafford in the post. Jordan's there. Some solid defense from Jordan. To the paint. Here's Minot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Matthews. Here he goes. Count that bucket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
The Timberwolves lead by 11. Pass to Winslow. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. DiVincenzo. Pass to Jordan. Out to DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Marshall can't hit. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Lets it go from deep. And it's Winslow missing. For Dallas, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Matthews. Ooh, rejected by Jordan.
The DJ twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Winslow passes to Jordan. Here's Minot. And here's Conley. Outside. DiVincenzo. Left side Conley. Out to DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Minnesota foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Washington outside. With the teardrop. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Conley, he's open. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got rebound number 8 now. Washington drives in. And Washington powers it through.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Thompson comes in for Martin, and Christie subbed in for Marshall. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He loves their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. McDaniels passes to Winslow. Here's Edwards. Pass to Conley. McDaniels from long range. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. To the inside. Lively. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Left side, Edwards. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Toure. Here's Christie. Here's Toure. Washington outside. 6 on the shot clock. Christie. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Winslow passes to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. From downtown. On target from range. Edwards got 11 in the second half.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
That was sweet. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Pass to Gobert. It's Winslow on the wing. Gobert, no good. Mavericks trail by 10. Out to Thompson. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Pushing it up now. And it's Winslow missing.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Thompson passes to Lively. Here's Christie. Winslow defending. Pass to Toure. On the wing, Thompson. Gets the 3 to fall. Thompson's got 22 points.
This is their plan in the second half, to try to use the three-point shot to shrink this deficit.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. P.J. Washington picks one up. The Mavericks have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Minnesota leading by 10. To the middle. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
There's the drive. Christie. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Timberwolves ball.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Miller. Fires for three. Edwards can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Prosper. Lively inside. Guarded by Miller. Clock at 6. Here's Christie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Minnesota leading by 8. Miller on the wing. Outside Edwards. And there's the lob. Outside McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Offensive board. Gobert not bothered by the D.
You simply must account for Rudy Gobert and keep him off the offensive glass. He's done it his whole career.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Pass to Kelly. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Here's Miller. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he drops it first.
2 shots.
Miller hits them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
This shot by Hardy, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Gobert with it. Pass to Edwards. Back to Miller. Releases. From the top of the key, he buries it. He's got 22.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. It's blocked by Gobert.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Hardy grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 12. And here's Thompson for 3. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side McDaniels. Over Washington. McDaniels can't hit. Dallas now, time running out. Here's Christie. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Miller's got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's 1:12 left to play in the fourth. Inside. Outside McDaniels. Takes a 3. From outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
In this series setup, Game 5s are so important. A massive win for the Timberwolves.
You could say the difference tonight was their shooting at the charity stripe.
Great focus allowed them to win the free throw battle, and that battle won them the war.
And with a win here in Game 5, they're able to snatch a 3-2 lead in this series.
Yeah, they've got a sliver of breathing room now. Closing out a series is never an easy task, but they've got 2 chances to do it.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Rudy Gobert.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Here's Matthews. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Marshall. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. And with this win, they've piled on the pressure. They only need one more victory to close the series out.
And this was a critical performance. At 2-2, a team season can ride on a Game 5 like this one. They did a terrific job of rising to the moment and taking control of the series.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back, because these guys are very talented, and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, thank you. Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.